What's up, guys? Welcome back to another week here on the channel and really a shift in what we talk about moving forward. All month long, we've talked about goals, consistency, branding. And today, I want to talk about the moments I realized what actually matters in real estate. Because once it clicked for me, it changed how I built everything, my brand, how people remembered me, and how my business grew. And it was the day I realized real estate is not about houses. It's really not about buyers or sellers. Early in my career, I thought success was simple: sell more houses, close more deals, stay busy. Early on, and you guys know the story by now if you've been on this journey with me since the fall, right? I was broke at the beginning. I thought if I just did enough transactions, everything else would work itself out. That's how most realtors think, that it's attached to a certain deal, a dollar amount, whatever. But here's the problem, guys. Transactions alone don't make you memorable. And if people don't remember you, they won't choose you. It's been said that about 80% of people that buy or sell use a realtor when they buy or sell and do not use that realtor again. So, what are you going to do to be remembered, right? That shift doesn't happen just at one closing. It happens when you genuinely care about people and serve people. It happens during a conversation, right? I've had clients talking about a house and starting to feel overwhelmed and realizing they had a lot going on in their personal life. So and you'll start to realize in real estate, sometimes you become a counselor. They're not asking for sales skills. They're not asking for market stats. They just want someone to care. They want reassurance. That's when I realized something. Most people out there looking to buy and sell don't necessarily need your real estate skills, and they do sometimes. What they need is someone guiding them that cares in a genuine and authentic way. When you care in an authentic and genuine way, right? We've talked about the Zig Ziglar quote: when you give enough other people what they want, eventually you will get what you want. Selfless goals always, always first. When you just care about people and guiding them the right way, then something changes. And that's when it clicked. Real estate is not just about selling houses. It's about people. It's about relationships. It's about trust. The house is the vehicle. The real job is helping people make big decisions when they feel overwhelmed, and help them make big decisions while feeling safe and understood. And once I got that, I stopped trying to be impressive and started just to be recognizable and someone they can relate to. Last week, we talked about perfection and how you don't have to be perfect. You don't. Be your real and authentic self. And when you can care genuinely about people and brand yourself, like we talked about a few weeks ago, you'll have success. Here's something most realtors never think about: people don't choose the best agent, they choose the agent they remember. So, how are you being remembered? Memory is built through repetition, familiarity, and consistency. That same voice, values, energy, and messaging, that's your branding. Branding isn't logos or colors or things like that. Branding is how you make someone feel when your name comes up, how they remember you. It's very interesting for me because I have people, clients. I just talked to one today before recording this. I have clients that still reach out to me that have not bought or sold in years, and they just reach out. They just reach out to check in, and I reach out to check in on them. Why? Because they're not just clients. They're not just a house. They're not just a dollar sign. I want them to feel like I genuinely care, because I do. Everything we talked about in January about building your business in 2026 leads here. Goals don't matter if people forget you. Consistency doesn't work if you're not also building relationships and checking in with people. And there has to be clarity, and clarity creates trust. If people recognize you, they trust you faster. If you're branded a certain way, people recognize that and they'll remember that and trust you. That's why branding matters more than tactics. This is exactly what we're going to continue diving deeper into on Wednesday's podcast. Once you understand real estate is about people, the next question is, how do you lead and influence those people without being salesy? How do you build trust without pushing people? I have often struggled with that. How do you get this person in a home because you know it's what's best for them and you want them in a home without pushing them too much and being salesy? So that is what we are going to unpack Wednesday on the podcast, and then continue, because this is basically the biggest lesson I've taught to the hundreds of agents that I've coached. It's about branding and how you care in an authentic way. I'll leave you with this and something I want you guys to think about. Some of you may have noticed this video. What is different in me in this video as opposed to every single other one I recorded? I'm not wearing a hat. Normally, I almost always am. It was intentional for this video. I promise they'll be back for the next video because I don't like not wearing a hat. It was very intentional for this video. Why? Because I want you to think about, as you think about building that trust and caring in a genuine way about people, there's also certain things that people align you with. When someone sees a wolf, whether it's a real wolf out in the wild, anything attached to wolves, they send it to me. Why? Well, because I'm branded. I wear the eXp Realty Wolfpack stuff all the time. I have it on my clothing, the hats that I wear, the background here with the wolf a couple different times, and of course I wear it on every single one of my Wolfpack hats, right? Every single one. In fact, let's put it on because I kind of feel naked without it. And it's kind of weird recording a video without it, right? But it's about branding and caring in a genuine way. It is, right? Look, now I can't even get the hat on. But I wanted you guys to see that and kind of do a little psychological test because it's important to bridge those two together. Am I branded properly and always wearing that brand or often? And am I genuinely caring about people? Not to sell a house. This business is not about selling houses. It's not about buyers or sellers. It's about how you authentically and genuinely care about people. So thanks so much for watching. Excited to continue this journey with you this week as we, talk about Wednesday, how to lead clients without being salesy, and then this number one lesson that I've learned from coaching hundreds of realtors. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you guys later this week.